Hey Breakers, it's Merlin. So I've seen a lot of new players and others who've come back from taking a break from the game, and I wanted to give you guys some tips I wish I had when I first started playing back in 2018. First thing I say to new players is to try out the practice mode, runes, gauntlets, interactions, etc. This will give you an idea of what you like to use and what you want to keep an eye out for when you actually drop into a game. If you pay attention to what elements interact with others, it'll help mitigate confusion in fights. Mobility is a huge part of the game, and runes are pretty much your main source for dodging in fights, so at least understanding how they work will for sure help you as well. If you're not a fan of your class gauntlet being on your left by default, you can go into your gameplay settings and check the box to swap them around. A lot of new people ask what I think about the classes or what class is the best, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter because they all have different playstyles. To unlock all the talents, you need to hit level 6 on all classes anyway, so you'll find what class you really like while unlocking the talents. You're automatically queued as Conduit because they're initially organized alphabetically. After playing a game, they're organized via highest level. You could also choose your class based on the idea of the element. Like, that's why I chose Pyromancer as my main. Across the map there are distinct chests called epic chests. They're angled and have a statue standing behind them. They don't really change location, so you can memorize where these chests are, but the other chests can and do move. Epic chests on drop can provide a lot of value because of the power curve, similar to a mana curve in TCGs. As the game goes on, you'd want to be stronger and stronger. Dirty Tiger X said this very well. If you're going into a mid-game circles with a common class gauntlet or uncommon gear, you're probably underlooted compared to the others and need to hit up some more chests or loot from other fights. If you're well geared for the time in the match, you don't really need to loot, but remember, epic chests can still guarantee scrolls for your talents if they're not maxed out yet. But if you leave chests for other players, they'll be slowed down while they go ahead and loot them. Dropping on mana vaults, those bubble looking chests, isn't really worth the time investment unless there's loot nearby to gather while it opens. Also be careful of other players who drop nearby, knowing that new players drop for these bubbles. You could easily get pushed by someone while you've only got an uncommon gauntlet or a common gauntlet while they're fully kitted after looting up a couple of other chests. Positioning and game sense will come with time, but it's good to know where you should be before, during, and after fights. If you can, assess the situation by peeking around a corner. Are they in a fight already? Are they paying attention? Knowing this can really help you prioritize the target or plan how you're going to open the fight. When you're mid-fight, do you know the area you're in? Potential safe places to heal if you need to? Can you safely or easily close out a fight? Are you very open to third parties? These are all things that you need to consider when you're in mid-fight, because you don't want to get caught out of left field while your opponent is 1 HP and then you get third partied and end up losing your fight. Right after a fight, it's probably best to pull back to a secure spot and heal before you come back and loot. There's nothing worse than winning a 1v1 than immediately starting to loot and then get deleted shortly after starting looting because you just get third partied while you're already low. When it comes to final circles, I've noticed a lot of players hiding until the other players get into a fight, then third party that. Yes, this will give you an edge in getting your wins, but you don't really learn much in terms of final circle combat. If all you care about is going for the wins, by all means hide and wait and you can likely get your wins, but if you want to quote unquote get good, don't hide, just go for the fight. The better you are with combat, the more likely you'll be able to start to win games more consistently and be able to ward off third parties who do hide and try and third party you. So I hope these tips help some of you breakers jumping into the HoloLens. If you have any specific questions, you can find me on Twitch 5 days a week. There's a link down below, by the way. And until next time, guys, stay magical.